So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A run with the Central Florida punter, R.J. Harvey. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the give, this is Harvey. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. One of the Steelers has it.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
Back north, 319. The master of play action, Rodgers. He'll get that to Jalen Warren.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
319. From the gun, Rodgers. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Here's the change of pace back. That's Kenneth Gainwell. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 14 on the pickup. That's a Steeler first down.
319. 21-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Will set up the screen to Gainwell. To the pylon, he's in. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7. They'll go play action with Nix. That's swung out to Harvey. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
That's good.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Stand here. Hold on a sec. Ready.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is T.J. Watt getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
6:30. 258.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. This one complete to Washington. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
1st and 10 at the
22-19.
On the handoff, this is Warren. Space to run inside the 20. And he's in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Steelers.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out on top, 14-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
Goes take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
The 20-yard line.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And is out.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to... Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And here we go at Mile High. Marvin Mims now to return it. He'll head out of bounds on the return.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Second down gives to Harvey. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Finds the football outside. And he's going to wind up out of bounds on third down, so they're going to be forced to punt this away now.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
The fourth down snap to Nix. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on fourth down, Brock. They're moving the chains. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. And look at the opportunity they've now got at the very start of this game, Brock. All thanks to the interception on that opening possession.
Yeah, they love to say that a running game is a quarterback's best friends, but right next to that bestie is a defense that can take the ball away for you.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
58.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. To throw is Rodgers. Now to be caught by Adam Thielen. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. Warren is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Mims. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of game.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on 3rd. And they just get the play off. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. We've reached the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got a first to begin the frame. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot to give your quarterback a chance.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Into traffic, complete.
What?
Even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be first down Denver. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up. Run left side, Harvey. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Kyle Duggar holding him down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Harvey once more.
Good hit.
Going to be able to reach that marker. Got it close, but it sets up 4th and less than a yard now.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Fourth down in inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
So simple, yet so hard to defend, Kate. They line up, they play smash mouth, and they get the first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
On first down, it's Nix. Cut out left. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Nix from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Steelers get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
This is such the back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down. Warren running between the tackles. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Down the sideline past the 40. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So 20 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
It's a gain of 20. And the Steelers first down.
Warren here from the gun. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Warren once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Blue 58. Right left.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Drake Greenlaw picks it off.
Rodgers pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Mims with the grab. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
14 yards.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Chased out to his right. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Captain.
He'll throw it. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Johnson now on the return. Making some progress here. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
First down. Here's Rodgers. trend, yet another interception. Riley Moss with the pick. We'll get some extra help with that return, and after the interception, they're going to be down inside the 40. They've got first down here from the 36.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Going left side. Here's Harvey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Up second and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Now it'll be caught by Troy Franklin. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. He had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Third and a lone yard coming up. It's Harvey straight ahead. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. He's got Sutton complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
That's good.
It's an 8-yard gain and a great call there on fourth down. Keeps this drive moving.
First and 10.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Harvey headed right. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule. It takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He brings it in. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They'll run here. It's Harvey. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now second and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Now Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal. So we're through 3 here. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Bombers.
He's back to throw. Oh, he lost the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way. So they do take over after the fumble, Brock, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone.
Man, did those sidelines get loud. I think we all had to figure out what the heck was going on and who recovered the ball. But the minute they see the defense gets it, Kate, look at them. They save 6 points, and they get the ball back for their offense.
To the air on first down. Rogers finds his back. Jalen Warren. This is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Back now, pressure coming. Completed left side to Smith. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Steelers feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Complete out to the right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
They're going to pass it here.
Get the fuck out.
Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Looking to throw. Brian me there, bring it in. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here he is to throw. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Boswell able to knock it through. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Broncos take over first and 10. At their own
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Nick's looking to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. On first and 10, here's Nix.
Come on, man.
It's incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult.
Flawless victory. I ain't never heard of that one.
Take another sack. You make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And a lackluster day offensively, thankfully overshadowed.
Man, it felt like it started making me throw picks.
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. And off we go from Orchard Park. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Off the play fake, it's Allen. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Weed.
Let's go.
And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bills 0. Chris Boswell to kick off for
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return, here's Ray Davis. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Man in motion is Coleman. On play action, here's Allen. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
To Brandon Cooks. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
15 yards on the
Call it a gain of 13. First down, Buffalo.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. Open man downfield. It's Kincaid. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Bills first down.
And a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Operating out of the gun. Here comes Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
All 52. Alert!
Allen going to throw for it. He's got it at about the 8. And he will get into the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You know, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. On the right side and corralled by Thielen. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down. A carry here for Warren. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Fielder. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple, and now we've got third down coming up.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Get 300! Get 300!
The shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he will get into the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return, here comes Davis. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Hey, tight. Look out.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
13 yards.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
19!
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen.
What? Come on, man.
Very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
319!
From the gun, here is Allen.
Nope.
Right side is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Third and 9.
319. Wind out. You got 58. 319.
Rodgers now.
Way to hold on.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
319. Inside.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Good D. I thought he was going horsing in the end zone.
On second down, one. And he'll get forward for about a yard. T.J. Sanders there to make the play. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Third down and 9.
319.
Throwing, Rodgers. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
59-yard attempt.
Oh.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Now Allen on first down. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. A gain there of 27 yards.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
Half 85. Half 85. It's up.
On first and 10, it's Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. The Bills will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
At the
Second and 10.
23-yard line.
Man in motion is Coleman. Now Allen to throw on second down. A pass caught right side by Coleman. Now a timeout Buffalo. Their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Allen.
Good pass.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Raiders set to kick off.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down for Aaron. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Here's Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Steelers first down.
On first and 10, it's Warren. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
A good spot here, second and a yard. Once again, it's Warren. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down. They run with one. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Second and 7.
Hey, check 26.
Play action now with Rodgers. He'll get this out wide. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
That's another.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Warren, touchdown Steelers.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So Great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Kyle Duggar there to make the play.
1 yard gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Round 80!
Allen going to throw for it. And for a third time today, he's
Come to Papa. Let's go.
by Brandon Echols.
It was really a disappointing performance. I'm a little surprised, Mike, that he continues to put the ball in danger this often. I mean, to make a couple mistakes early on, that happens, but at some point you got to make a correction, and until he does, this defense just continues to make him pay.
Yeah, this.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Metcalf left side, he's got it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Look him up on a second down and 8.
319!
Here's the change of pace back. That's Kenneth Gainwell. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
16-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up third and 7.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
319!
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Rolling right.
Let's go!
What a job on the scramble. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll find Shakir open right side. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Coleman. And he's going to bring this one back.
Damn, I thought he was going to get him.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell will kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. Jacob Sailors now to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Goff taking it right to the air. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
19 yards. First down, Lions.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. There's Goff on 1st and 10. Connects on one to Jamison Williams.
What?
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. From the gun, Goff. Delivers another one to Williams. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Will be a yard at most there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. We put a receiver in motion left. Goff on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
That's complete. Screenplay. And he's out of bounds a mile from that marker. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
To the air on 1st down. Rogers. He's going to loft one deep to the left. His first throw is an interception. Jefferson takes it away. And the Lions will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Here's Goff. Screen here for Gibbs.
What?
And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. Second down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Goff off the play action. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On him quick, and they bring him down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
7 yards. Another 3 and out.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Motion man sent left. On fourth down. Gone.
What the f... Yo!
He is down to the 30-yard line. That's a 26-yard gain on fourth down, partner. Talk about a huge...
What? Who's going for the ball like that?
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Short pass brought in. Takes away from one. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. From the red zone on first. He will score. It's a Detroit touchdown.
He's doing anything. All right.
Lions parlay the interception into points.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Point after up and good.
Come in.
And they add one on
Come in.
to their first touchdown
Oh, you...
of the contest. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren.
Oh, I ain't have to spin that at all.
He takes it to the 45.
Fuck myself.
That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Just one play into this
He
drive,
picked that
they are
right up,
already
too.
sitting on their own 45.
Damn.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw on first. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
28-yard line.
Warren here from the gun. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they face second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it gives to Gainwell.
Get the hell out of here,
On
man.
that play, made him
What
fight
type of
for it.
balloon? Man.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far.
Dude
We've
just
reached our
goes
2-minute
10
warning.
yards.
More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to go. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Out of the shotgun, gone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Goff looking to throw. It's 3rd and 1. Dump off caught by his man. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Gonna throw again. Goff. Throw left is
Oh,
intercepted.
fucking time.
And the Steelers have the football back just shy of the midfield stripe. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow. You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big plays, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Rodgers throwing again on 2nd. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The Steelers calling their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Throwing again, Rogers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Good at that defense for flying around and making the play.
Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Now Rogers on his 3rd and short. He completes it in traffic. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Lions 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on it. One last play before the break. He's back to throw. Big strike here to Williams. And that is a crunching hit that ends our opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Kenneth Gainwell now to return.
You don't even have to do all that.
He's brought down
That dumbass roll.
24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rogers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
To throw, Rogers. Completed over the middle. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's Rogers on 1st and 10. Circle pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be
I
forced
saw
to
him
regroup
coming. I
in the
couldn't
second
get
down.
about it.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Rogers from the gun. That's Smith on the slant.
One. Let's go. Drive forward, boy.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down. Here's Rogers. It's a screen play to Warren. And this draws him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, The defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Plant. Jumbo!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Warner. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Ryan Branch getting there for the tackle.
At the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Broken out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Now he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
319, go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
He'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Looking to throw. He's got his man. This is Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
Steelers 21, Lions 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Motion a receiver left. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Finds him on the crossing route. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
Get a quick here.
Like that.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Finds Isaac Tislaw, complete. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Lions have a first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. And again, here's Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Receiver in motion, going left. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Lions losing by 14. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
180! 12!
Tislaw, the man in motion. Again, Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's third and short. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
That's complete to Slaw. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for a Detroit first down. Gonna throw again. Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up second down.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Play action here with Goff. Pulls it at the 7. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Took his shot at 6 that time. It's second and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connect.
And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. But it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson.
Steelers 21, Lions 13.
So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Needed to try it. We all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, a quick stop, a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
30, 18.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's set up to throw it. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock. The problem's on the business end as it falls to the ground.
96 not watching him ever in life.
Back to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Number 96 doing anything.
Nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Looking to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Completed to his running back. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Steelers make the play that should win them this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. And put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he has enough room to gain about 4. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They're going to pass it here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. Trying for the deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. The big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. Where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Play action, call. Big strike here to Williams. This gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
And the Lions first down. 62 yards on the play. First down, Detroit.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
180.
Working inside the red zone. And all right, it's a touchdown in the final moments. So win still very unlikely, but a sliver of hope now after that play. The Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're going for the end zone.
Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. His kick is good at the end, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ball game.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.